Needles found throughout Martin County are worrying the people who live here and the sheriff. Coming up, I'm Marianne Fletcher, and I'll have the details.
Plus, the clock is ticking for lawmakers to pass bills in Frankfort. We'll break down the final push and what is still on the table.
Our next system will warm things up before it cools us right back down. The details and everything you need to know, including that 7-day forecast, now at 6.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News at 6.
Warmer weather brings new concerns in Martin County, and at risk could be your children. Officials say people have found used needles at multiple spots, including public parks. Many told WYMT's Marianne Fletcher they worry what would happen if a child got their hands on one.
A growing epidemic.
It's only going to get worse. It's not going to get better.
Martin County Sheriff John Kirk is spread thin these days.
We don't have the resources to fight it.
He says people are finding used needles in playgrounds and parking lots.
Just yesterday, I was at Dempsey Housing. I have found needles there in the last few weeks.
This is Roy Spalding.
I lived here for 47 years, and the drugs are just getting worse.
He says the community should step up to help the sheriff.
Because it is real dangerous for everybody, the kids, everybody.
And if the epidemic continues,
one of the kids probably will die or be rushed to the hospital, and it's just a shame.
Sheriff Kirk says he is doing his best.
It's a sad thing. It's my job as sheriff. It's my job to try to intervene here, but with the resources we have, it's only going to get worse.
And he has a message for users.
If you're going to do it, stay in the house. Don't be out here in public doing it. I prefer you don't do it at all.
In Martin County, Marianne Fletcher, WYMT Mountain News.
If you find needles, you can bring them to the sheriff's office or a doctor's office where they have a proper disposal box. Sheriff Kirk suggests putting them inside a bottle so no one can be pricked. Now to a developing story out of Pike County. A death investigation is underway on Cox Farm Road in the Regina community around 2:40. Police say someone stabbed and killed a man. Now, so far, no arrests have been made. Investigators say they are questioning people about the incident. As of now, we do not know the name of the man who died. We will, of course, keep you updated here and on WYMT.com as we learn more. A Laurel County mother is behind bars for allegedly using drugs while her 4-year-old son wandered away. Deputies say 36-year-old Deborah Huff was smoking meth and taking Suboxone when her son was found wandering a short distance away at another home. Deputies say the boy was gone from Huff's home for at least 30 minutes. Huff has been charged with wanton endangerment and public intoxication. Social Services is assisting the sheriff's office with the child. Police say a disagreement over who would make dinner ended with one man pistol whipping his brother. Ronnie Holbrooks faces wanton endangerment and second-degree assault charges. Investigators say Holbrooks admitted to drinking most of the evening, and then he became angry when his brother did not make dinner. Police say he then hit his brother with the end of the handgun. The case against a man charged in a Knox County murder is moving forward. Police say Philip Lee Lewis shot Gary Medlin at a convenience store in January. Troopers say Medlin was a bystander during the attempted robbery at the A&B Quick Stop convenience store. He was trying to get away when they say Lewis shot him. A grand jury will now hear the case. They will decide whether or not to indict Lewis. In a jailhouse interview with WYMT, Lewis said he was innocent and is being framed. The judge kept his bond at $1 million cash. Today, scathing testimony from the brother of a man on trial for murder. Shelby Shell is accused of killing former Everett's Mayor Ronnie King in 2013 and setting his house on fire. The trial started yesterday, and we've already heard from police and state medical examiners, but it might be the testimony of Shell's own brother today that could determine whether a jury finds him guilty. He said Shell confessed to the murder.
He says, I just want you to know something, Holmes. He said, I'm a real killer, and that's when he pulled the pistol out.
The trial will continue tomorrow in Bell County at 9 a.m. Knox County Sheriff's deputies arrested 2 adults and a juvenile at a party in Corbin yesterday. Deputies arrested this man, 22-year-old Shaquille Lavarius Williams of London. Williams allegedly threatened to kill everyone at a party. Police say Williams fought back against deputies and assaulted an officer. Williams faces several charges, including wanton endangerment and terroristic threatening. While at the party, police say deputies learned that juveniles were drinking alcohol. Police arrested the host of the party and a juvenile.
Well, plenty of sunshine still to areas to the north where temperatures are a little bit cooler. Take a look at Moorhead. You'll notice blue skies at this time, 50 degrees there in Rowan County, but the warmer temperatures down to the south where a little bit more cloud cover is present as that warm front begins to lift northward. Right now, temperatures at 54 in London, 54 in Hazard, and 50 in Lexington, with those mid-50s continuing all the way out to the western portion of the state. You'll notice high pressure just up to the north in Ohio. You can see the clockwise circulation, and those winds, they're going to be shifting as that pressure system moves eastward. We'll get those out of the southwest and increase temperatures into the 60s and 70s over the next 2 days. Steve will break down when you could see that warm up and how long it will last coming up in a few short minutes.
All right, thank you, Andrew. Crews have cleaned up a big rock slide in Pikeville. It happened in February near road-tested wrecker service on South Mayo Trail. Now they are fixing some of the damage caused by the slide. Employees at the business say crews will begin fixing the damage to the roof of the building tomorrow. It took about 5 days to bust up the big rocks and haul them away. In this video, you can see they are currently fixing a busted water line. A mudslide in Harlan County causing problems for more than a month may finally be cleared soon. The slide along Kentucky 72 has reduced the road to one lane, but hopefully that will change soon. WYMT's Connor James is in Harlan County with the latest.
Now, if you do recall, this slide happened about a month ago. It's been a problem for people living here ever since. Delayed traffic, mud on their cars. It's just been a nasty situation for them. This slide was the original reason Judge Executive Dan Mosley declared a state of emergency in Harlan County. If this slide would have closed both lanes, it would have trapped hundreds of people on the other side with no way in or out. But some good news for people living on the other side who have had to experience some delays due to the slide. Officials with the Transportation Cabinet say they're hopeful in the next couple weeks this whole slide will be cleared out. People living here say it's been just a rough situation.
You have to leave 30 minutes, 45 minutes early. Same for school, you know, and school delays for that matter. It's all around just a huge hassle. And there needs to be an alternative route.
Now, transportation officials do tell me that timeline doesn't really count in rain. If it does rain in the next couple of weeks, that could obviously hinder the cleanup process. I'm along Kentucky 72 in Harlan County. Connor James, WYMT Mountain News.
We'll have much more tonight at 11 about the cleanup process. Hepatitis A claims another life in Kentucky. The death toll is now up to 44. Our state has the largest hepatitis A outbreak in the country. More than 4,200 people have gotten sick. Of those people, about half have gone to the hospital. Other health issues can contribute to the high death toll. In the latest numbers from the state, 21 counties have reported new cases. The clock is ticking. In Frankfort, Kentucky lawmakers only have a handful of working days left. There are still some big bills on the table. We are waiting to find out if they'll move on or not. But the big focus of today, teachers. Hillary Thornton explains how Fayette County teachers are getting involved.
Well, despite several people, including the state's education commissioner and the president of the Kentucky Education Association, asking for this not to happen, the state's largest school district, Jefferson County, is closed today as too many teachers called out saying they plan to spend their day here at the Capitol. Today marking the first of the remaining 4 days of this session. As expected, a sea of red filling the areas outside of the House and Senate chambers. This all does come just a year after a sewage bill became a pension reform bill. So many wonder if the teachers trust lawmakers in these final days.
No, I don't. Not after last session, I don't.
While Jefferson County is out today, Fayette County is in. But that doesn't mean they don't have a presence here at the Capitol, utilizing a delegation system from each school.
13 schools here today. We've got about 18 schools here tomorrow that are coming and bringing teachers. So we feel like we have teachers represented.
After a long caucus meeting, lawmakers moving through several bills. Those did include Senate Bill 250, which only impacts Jefferson County. Besides that one, the education-related bills that teachers are vigilantly watching did not come up.
They move very quickly, and, you know, just because a rule is in place, that doesn't mean they're always going to follow it. And we just do not trust the system right now.
One proposal they are watching is House Bill 205. It would allow tax credits for donations towards private school scholarships. That bill's sponsor has said he doesn't think it will happen this session. And today the group Ed Choice put out a release saying they are disappointed in the lack of movement on the bill. Not the state capitol, Hillary Thornton, WYMT Mountain News.
Lawmakers have tomorrow and Thursday remaining before a short break for the governor to veto any bills. Then they will come back for their remaining work day for any unfinished business and to attempt to override any vetoes they wish. A Kentucky House committee skipped over a bill to allow big legal cases to be redirected away from a circuit judge in Frankfort. Senate President Robert Stivers told reporters that his proposal is on life support with a handful of days left in the legislative session. The bill reflects concerns from some lawmakers that circuit judges in Franklin Circuit Court wield too much power in deciding cases of statewide consequence. President Trump's signature makes a project 20 years in the making a reality. Mill Springs Battlefield is becoming a national monument. The historic Civil War battlefield has 900 acres spanning Pulaski and Wayne counties. Congressman Hal Rogers was invited to the White House today for the signing ceremony.
Well, the sunshine will continue. Temperatures will be a little bit warmer as you start your Wednesday. We'll start in the upper 30s, lower 40s, but how high will we climb? The answer in 5 minutes.
And also just ahead, soon you will no longer need a permit to carry a gun in Kentucky, but with that, could sheriff's departments take a hit? We'll break it down for you.
When you see news happening, dial star 57 or text your news tip to 5757. Services provided by Appalachian Wireless. Better service, bigger savings.
Introducing Kentucky Lottery's newest edition, Kentucky's Quick Bucks. 2 ways to play for a top prize of $50,000. Choose 4 numbers in the Kentucky Ball, or pick the wheel bet for a guaranteed minimum win of $2. Kentucky's Quick Bucks. It's new, it's nightly, and it's nowhere but Kentucky.
That day started out just like any other day.